What's up with y'all out there? BossMack in the atmosphere. Let me catch a good vibe for my people. Oh, kiss it, babies, and shaking hands, man. Oh, I'm out here doing. Look, you hear me? What the fuck I got to do out here? Making it black open. And you are now experiencing the world famous BossMack podcast. RNS, y'all. RN motherfucking S. Oh, yes. Today is a beautiful day. I'm happy as fuck to be up in here doing this. Y'all niggas already know how I get down. Nothing but the good game when I come around. BossMack, topsoil, y'all got to love the sound. Whoa! Yes, indeed. Here to give you what you need with the speed. Real niggas always in the lead. We always in the lead, y'all. We always in the lead. Hey, 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 hey. What's up with y'all out there? I hope the BossMack is coming through loud and clear, man. I forgot to do the sound check, man. I ain't gonna even lie. Let me know if you can hear me out there good, man. You know what I'm talking about. What's up with it? The BossMack podcast is in full motion. West Coastin'. West Coastin'. Man, I ain't gonna even lie, man. A lot of technical difficulties this AM today. A lot of technical difficulties today. You know what I'm talking about? You know they updated the OBS. So when I started it, it was doing all kind of weird shit, man. Man, oh shit, it's weird shit today. Hit the like button for this guy. What's up with y'all out there? May these words be reaching you in good spirits. I hope you woke up next to a happy bitch this fine morning. And if you didn't wake up next to a happy bitch, I hope you woke up on some crisp, clean sheets with the goose down pillows. You understand me? I hope when you went to your bathroom, it was spick and span, extra clean, shower clean, no piss around the toilet. I hope when you went to your kitchen, your refrigerator was packed with food. You understand me? I hope you got everything you need to get up to speed. I hope your pockets packed with paper. Bills paid. You understand me? Bills paid. Blessings and salutations, man. That's all I can say, man. Happy to be here. Happy to be doing this. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be doing this. Trying to get this thing, going, man. You know, yeah. Damn, man, what the fuck? Ain't this a bitch? All right, yeah. Joe Blast, I appreciate that. He sent me $5. How much he sent me, man? Joe Blast, I appreciate that $5, man. God bless you, nigga. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Jesus Christ, man. I appreciate you, man. Let me see if I can. Oh, there you go. All right. Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Let me see if I can see right here. Red Jet Shell, what the hell? I appreciate you texting me. But I was in the middle of some trying to get some shit going, man. I couldn't even respond. Joe Blast, Mr. Fair Choice, Yale B, DMV, what's happening? Come on, man. Activist Nas. Let's see who's that. ES driving in this motherfucker. The biggest 205. Turkey Smack. Hair Weave Killer. Come on, man. Marcus Mitchner. Easy Man. Awesome Eats. Shalon Mitchell. Swineberg and this motherfucker. Kinfolk. Localius. Todd Moe. Wolfman in this motherfucker. Demetrius Rousseau. Yeah, man. Shout out to the chat, though, man. Shout out to the chat. Watching the wrong movies. TSE 510. Hey, shout out to the chat, though, man. Let me say this right here, man. On some real shit. You know the BossMack. I don't know, man. The BossMack been getting a lot of little momentum on been getting a lot of momentum on Instagram. I don't know what's going on, man. It's crazy, man. A lot of momentum on Instagram right now. A couple of clips is up in the millions and shit. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. You know. One of them, I was on Hood Trophy Beano. One of them I was on Hood Trophy Beano head. And you know, he was struggling with some reading. So I was like, niggas need to learn how to read, you know what I'm saying? The niggas need to learn how to read, man, you know. Reading is always good for you, man. Reading is good. Niggas need to know how to read, man. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of motherfuckers out there that Bobby Transparency in this motherfucker. I know it's a lot of motherfuckers out there that got, you know, the street with street smart. You know, you got, you know how to move around in the trenches. You know how to, you know, you hood smart, street smart, whatever you want to call it, trenches smart, whatever that is. But you got to know how to read, man. You got to know how to read, man. On GP, man, you got to know how to read, man, because if you got to pay shit, if you got to pay people to read shit for you, man, you taking an L. You're taking an L, especially Hood Trophy Beano. You're taking an L because you be getting contracts, nigga. You gotta know how to read. But anyway, one of my clips, you know, the Hood Trophy Beano one, is millions of views. On the way to 2 million right now. On the way to 2 million. Apostrophe in this motherfucker. Damuchella. Oh shit. Um, I noticed with the Hood Trophy Beano clip, me shitting on him about not knowing how to read. It's doing so much numbers that it's escalating into like a white audience. And we have a whole lot of racism popping off in there. A whole lot of racism. A whole lot of evil white people jumping in there talking that shit. And I just want to just shout out Hood Trophy Beano, man, because he commented on it. And, I just want to let him know that, man, nigga need to know how to read, man. You know what I'm saying? I want you to do better, man. As a older nigga looking out for you, man. I just want niggas to do better. Hit the like button for this guy. Fuck all them white people talking all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm real close to jumping in the chat talking shit to some of the white people, man. Motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of dumb white people around this motherfucker. Hit the like button for this guy. The show is always brought to you by BossMack Streetwear. You see the BossMack got on some BossMack Streetwear right now, rolling out these Bitch I Love You joints. I gotta get them up. I gotta get the Bitch I Love You joints up there on the stove, man. They're gonna be up there today. It's been a lot going on. The BossMack been doing a lot, man. It's been a lot going on. It's been a busy past few days, man. Had to do a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It's getting tricky out here. You dig? But get you some BossMack Streetwear when you shop BossMack Streetwear. You keep the BossMack alive and in motion. You keep the BossMack alive and in motion, man. And if you want me to stay in motion and keep bringing you some high quality game, man, to help you not be lame, fuck with me, don't fuck with them, no. You dig? Yeah. Now, niggas in the nose. Niggas in a motherfucking nose. Shout out to Apostrophe with the creative description for the verses last night with YG and Gang. Damuchella. Oh man. I don't know if I could even really call that a versus. It seemed like a Pyru concert. It was like a Pyru get together. I think that's the first time that has ever happened. I don't even think the blue team then pulled some shit off like that. I don't even think the Crips pulled nothing off like that, where it was just cripping. It's just cripping. You know what I'm saying? That was so much Pyru Pyru. These niggas is from neighborhoods that's around the corner from each other. And it was just on stage like that. Like the homies is kicking it on stage. That wasn't even really competitive, man. That was, And I'm gonna say this too, man. Shout out to YG, man. You see, BossMack got YG up here on the wall right here. Shout out to YG, man. I give YG a lot of credit. He got felt on by law enforcement yesterday. It's a tough thing to have homicide detectives in your shit, and it's a tough thing to have homicide detectives in your shit, and then you got to maintain your composure and go do a concert and shit. I give him a lot of credit for that, man, because I don't give a fuck. I know he feeling the press of that. You know what I'm saying? I know he's feeling the press of that. Where was King Whack? Whack is not a king, man, like that, bro. Whack is I don't look at Whack as like a king, man. I look at Whack 100 as like a survival. Whack 100 is like a survival specialist. Pyru, you know what I'm saying? He survived. He be surviving, you know what I'm saying? But I will say that it was a couple of niggas on that stage that probably what ain't really mad at him. It probably was a couple of niggas on that stage that ain't really mad at him like that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's hey. But here's my synopsis of the verses. This is what I saw. To me personally, I gotta give YG the W off the back. You know what I'm saying? Coming off the getting pressed by homicide detectives and then coming to do the verses. To me, a lot of games music to me didn't really age well. He did a couple of love songs up there, man. I wasn't feeling, you know what I'm saying? Game, you know, um, Game, shout out Chuck Taylor. Game is, I don't know, man, like, kind of like, I think he was too drunk up there, you know. Game got a lot of I don't know, man. Game got a lot of I don't know, man. YG won, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't really, you know, some of them game songs they're not age well to me. But it was cool seeing all the niggas up there, hit the like button for this guy. It was cool. What this nigga talk? Anybody in my age bracket know that was finna be a wash. We survived that function era when YG was coming up dropping them. Yeah, Game put a lot of extras on it. If I could say it like that. Game was putting a lot of extras on it, man. Hit the like button. I appreciate that $10. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna get back to that. Game put a lot of extras on it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Question. I mean, it's a lot of extras that I could see. You know what I'm saying? You know, um, YG. It's in it, it's crazy too, cause I remember the beginning of the YG era. the tooted and booted YG. This tooted and booted. This one tooted when he took this picture in my hoodie. That's when tooted and booted. That's when tooted and booted was a full scale hit right now. You know what I'm saying? And the YG movement in that era, you know what I'm saying? It's like YG have more authenticity than Game, if that makes sense. If that makes sense to y'all out there, it's like YG have more authenticity than Game. You know what I'm saying? And you could just feel it. You could really like you could just feel it in the music. You could feel it. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Let the BossMack know where you're tapping in from. YG should have went against an artist like Tiger. They came up in the same era. A lot of elder YNs peak banging took place in the song. Him, RJ, Moses. Yeah. Yeah. I liked it's a couple of songs the YG. It's a YG now, man. I remember when they first came out, man, they had a lot of good songs, man, that I don't even know. I can't even find them songs no more. They had a lot of good songs, man. They had a lot of good songs, man. Localius, I appreciate that $20 checking in from Sunnydale University, California. 100 Localius. Yeah, RJ, Nip. Yeah. It just them niggas, man. I like when they came out, man. I liked it. You know, YG had that energy, man. It's crazy, man. And it's crazy that it's so crazy that a nigga got touched by the homicide detectives yesterday as well, man. I just feel like it's so much full circle shit going on. Like, for him to get touched by the homicide detectives and to come in there, it's crazy, man. And then, I don't know, man. YG with the W. YG with the W, I gotta give it to him, man. Shout out Joe Moses. I seen Jay Worthy up on stage over there. Chef Boy Heem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out YG. Hit the like button for this game. Baltimore in the building. High value man of God. The bitches ain't shit was the resurgence of LA. The bitches ain't shit era. Game got drunk and started trauma dumping. Yeah, man. Game was like, man. I think Game tried to turn it into homies kicking it more than a versus. You know what I'm saying? He tried to turn it into homies kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And game's beginning. When game began, it was a lot of technical issues questioning in there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna. I'm not a gangbang aficionado, but it's a lot of technical. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of technical. So I could see all of those issues playing out in his rant. You know what I'm saying? The way he was ranting. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was doing a lot of weird shit up there. Game was playing introspective songs at the yeah. YG Hootie was lit to me. I wonder what happened to bruh. He's still out there. He still be around. He been on this podcast a couple of times. He been on here a couple of times. I gotta holler at him, get him to pull back up. He's still around. He's still around. Face tats. The face tats were a red flag. I don't know, man. G Reed. Yeah. But shout out because that was like Bompton. That was like Bompton. That was like a Bompton versus. You know what I'm saying? That was a Bompton versus like a motherfucker. That Nipsey rant was weird. Yeah, niggas be, I don't think Black Sam let him push. I think he got some more Nipsey shit, but Black Sam ain't fucking with him though. I think. Yeah, Game can't. He can't really, you know, get into his Nipsey bag like YG. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas. Game dropped this red flag and got nervous. I didn't like how Game was putting the red flag on Big Boy. I didn't like how he did that. I thought that was weird. He was putting the red flag on Big Boy. Big Boy was taking that shit off. I know Big Boy. I think Big Boy some crippin'. I think that was kind of disrespectful what he was doing to Big Boy. I remember when he was tapped in with Flock and them. Yeah, yeah. Generationally, that was a hard moment for the B team. They led off with Peace Walk last year. Game put his flag on Big Boy. Yeah, that was weird. You can't be doing see that little shit like that. You know, niggas be doing little weird shit, man. That was weird. I was like, man, why is he doing that? Little weird shit. All the extras. I didn't see it, but it sounds like Game was there looking sloppy. He was drunk, man. Nigga was drinking. You know, they walked out to G'd up. I didn't see that. I didn't see how they started it. All of them songs on the document. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, the way he introduced Dreams was whack. I didn't like that. A lot of them songs, man, I don't even. He was forgetting lyrics and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't. A lot of that shit, man. A lot of that shit. I don't know, man. Ebro knew better than to come on stage. I didn't know he was there. Yeah, Rip Slim Duncan. Yeah, man. You can't be. Another thing too, man. Niggas can't be Niggas can't be using drunk as an excuse, man. Jay Salon guzzled a gallon of Don Julio. Yeah, man, you can't be, you know. I was wondering if a nigga is an alcoholic now. I was wondering if he's an alcoholic because, he be doing, you know, like that lawsuit he got caught up in with the bitch, man. He be doing sucker shit like that sucker lawsuit that he got that, he be doing weird shit with bitches, you know what I'm saying? You know. You know YG looking at him like a lame. Yeah. See, that's why I think he kept it. See, I feel like he tried to turn it into like a friendly versus, niggas really going at it because like I said, man, Game got a lot of questionable shit in his Game got a lot of questionable shit, in his beginnings. You know. He got a lot of questionable shit. Bro kept talking about his hair. Yeah, I feel like he having like some coming to grips with coming to grips with being unk. You know what I'm saying? He coming to grip. He trying to hold on to the young shit. You know what I'm saying? But he not no young nigga no more. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no young nigga no more. And see, to me, guzzling a gallon of Don Julio is some young nigga shit. That's some young nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some young nigga shit for sure. Yeah. Oh. But I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I gotta give it to YG, man. YG, man. Like in this era when he had on this, when he took this picture right here, the tooted and booted YG, when he was all the way skinny pimping, man, that nigga had bitches going absolute. Nigga, bitches used to go crazy at his shows, man. Bitches used to go crazy at his shows, man. Bitches still go crazy for him, but man, alcohol is a detriment. Game wasn't yelling Bompton until YG came out. Hey man, he's putting extras on it, man. He was putting extras on it, man. He was putting extras. He was putting extras on it, man. He was putting extras. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't putting extras on it, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, for instance, and I know this is an old story, man. I'm gonna speak on, man. This is just for instance. The origin story for Game, or the origin story for Game. You know what I'm saying? You know, I remember when Game's brother and one of my homies, shout out Fade. I ain't seen Fade in a minute, man. I gotta check on Fade. Shout out Fade. I remember and Fade been on this podcast one time. Him and Red Handed was on here one time. Back when right after Draco, Fade was on here right after Draco got killed. Right after Draco got killed. You see, I got my red cup. Fade was on here. Fade And Game's brother had a weed spot in Hawthorne. They had a weed spot in Hawthorne, right? And I remember I was talking to Faye about that back then. I was like, man, how's you having a weed spot in Hawthorne, bro? That motherfucker is gonna get robbed. Y'all niggas is tripping, man. I don't even know how y'all trying to do that, you know. But they had a weed spot. It was working, and Game was in there. Game was in there working the spot, you know, before, you know. And niggas came and robbed it. You know what I'm saying? Made niggas get on the ground, you know what I'm saying? I think a nigga shot around Game, you know, like maybe let off a couple rounds in the house, you know, to scare him. And then you know, when the documentary came out, you know, because they had like this was early YouTube days. They had like a little video that went with it or something where Game was talking about it. And he was talking about, you know, he and you know, in the song, you know, he was in a coma. He got shot up and was in a coma. Niggas, he got shot up and was in a coma and came back, and you know what I'm saying? Niggas, you know what I mean? Niggas put the extras on the little robbery, man. Niggas. And I remember Game was telling the story like, yeah, niggas kicked in the door and shot me up and shit, you know, talking about the robbery. And his brother was sitting next to him. And you know, while he telling the story, his brother got that face like, you know, niggas be having that face. It's niggas be having a face when one of the homies be lying and niggas ain't calling the nigga out, nigga ain't saying shit. Nigga don't want to put the homie on blast, but the homie over here lying, so that you see this nigga got the face like, I can't believe this nigga telling this bullshit right here, man. Like, you know, the Game over there, I was shot up in a coma and da 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 da. Niggas like, man, hit the like button for this guy. But, you know, that's the kind of stuff they did back in them days, you know what I'm saying? They said, you know. Yeah, no. Hit the like button for this guy. Yep, stripper. I forgot about that. He was a stripper. He said, yeah, YG used to be a stripper rapper. Game was a stripper for real though. Like YG used to do that, you know, when Tooted and Booty come on, he take off his shirt and shit. You know what I'm saying? He used to do that. He used to do that. He used to do that. when he did Tooted and Booted, he take off his shirt, man. And, hey, man, the bitches went crazy. I seen Tupac. I remember back in my rapper days, the first, you know, when BossMack was in Compton's Righteous, you know what I'm saying? And my rapper days, the first show I ever did was I opened up for Tupac and Mac Dre, right? And it really was supposed to be Digital Underground. It was supposed to be opening for Mac Dre and Digital Underground. This was back when Mac Dre had So Hard for the Funky Radio. I'm 18, making raps till I'm 80 though. So hard for the funky radio. Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I was opening for Digital Underground because Digital Underground was popping right in there. They was Humpty Dance and all that shit, right? And then it just turned into Tupac. And then it was like, nah, it ain't gonna be digital. It's Tupac. Shock G was there, but he didn't do shit, you know. It was like Tupac. And Tupac came up in there with no shirt on from the gate. He started the show with no shirt on. And was the bitches was going crazy right now. Damn, Game never got shot playing Madden. Hey man, that was cap. He was capping. Niggas did shoot in the house. I think they pistol whipped him and shot in the house. You know what I'm saying? I think they might have gave him a couple and then shot, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it was some shit like that. When Fabe and his brother got there, you know, cause Game was there by itself when it happened, and then you know he called them niggas. And when they got there, you know, Game was, you know, he had like a, you know, lumped up a little bit. Game was on the dating show Change Your Heart, yeah, yeah. I woke up out the coma, yeah. Oh shit. Don't tell me that shooting story that A was cap, bro. Game got a lot of questionable shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Game played Drake and 50's whole verses. He had to. Mr. Cart. Yeah, man. YG, you know. Hey, man. You should have known. You listen. This is bottom line. When YG got pressed by homicide detectives in the morning, you already knew he won the verses. He won. All he had to do, if you get pressed by homicide detectives, all you got to do is show up for the verses and be composed. He showed up and he was composed. You know what I'm saying? He was composed. He was composed. I gotta put some respect on Game. Stop snitching, stop lying, and G Unit series against 50. He was at 50's neck. Hair weave killer. I'm gonna tell you straight out, man. Game. I feel like Game lost the battle to 50. I feel like Game lost that. I feel like he lost that. He lost that, man. He lost that. He lost that. Because when he went out to New York, I got to tell this story. I got to tell this story once again. I got to tell this story. When Game was in New York, he took a lot of homies out there with him. He took my homie Red Handed out there. They in New York. This was when I was a substitute teacher too. And the homie called me from New York. The homie Red Handed called me while this was happening. He called me. He was like, man, Game is on the radio right now kicking. I mean, he said 50 is on the radio right now kicking Game out of G Unit, right? 50 was on the radio, like, yeah, man, Game ain't in G Unit no more. Whoa, 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 talking shit about Game, right? And Game is out there. He probably got about 20, 30 homies with him out there. You know what I'm saying? In New York, right? 20, 30 homies. And they gonna mount up and go to the radio station. They hear 50 talking shit like that on the radio. Niggas mounted up to go to the radio station to do something to 50. And niggas is in New York, right? And from what I understand, they had one nigga, Game had one nigga that was a reputable shooter type nigga with him, right? And he had a I think he had a gun. They had one gun. Like 20, 30 niggas. It was one gun, right? And niggas is in New York, right? Niggas mount up and go to the radio station to press 50, right? The homie called me. He telling me that, man, we on our way to the radio station, man. 50 on there kicking game out of G Unit. I told the homie, I was like, man, do not go up to that radio station. Do not try to do no gangster shit in New York. Y'all niggas is the away team. Y'all niggas is on their home court. One of y'all niggas is gonna fuck around and die. I'm telling you, man, don't go up to the radio station. Niggas wasn't hearing me. Man, this nigga game on one, man. We on our way up there, man. We on our way up there. I was like, damn. So they went up to the radio station to press 50. They parked down the street from the radio station. They hop out. Niggas is amped. You know, they coming down the street. They ready. They coming down the street with much energy, like they just gonna run up in to the radio station and do whatever to 50, right? 50 had niggas posted in front of the radio station outside, posted in front of the radio station, right? And niggas had on them bubble goose jackets. The bubble goose jackets, niggas had them on. Here come Game and them coming down the street like they finna just run up in the radio station. Them niggas see Game and them coming, right? And they start shooting at niggas from inside the bubble goose jacket. They didn't even take the guns out. They start shooting at these niggas from inside the bubble goose jackets. You understand me? And then Game number one shooter nigga that was with him, the reputable shooter nigga that had the gun, he got shot in the ass, right? And fell out. So when all the smoke cleared and the police came and that nigga went to the hospital, he ended up getting arrested because he wasn't even supposed to be out there because he was on parole or probation or some shit like that. So he ended up having to do a year behind that shit. And then after 50 of them people shot at them niggas through the bubble goose jackets, it turned in. The homie called me, man, 50 boys and 50 people shot at us, man. Panicking, niggas is panicking. Listen, niggas went to the radio station like they was gonna press 50, right? 50 is on the air. 50 goons get off on these niggas through the bubble goose jackets. It turned into chaos. Every man for himself. Get back to LA. It turned into chaos. Every man for himself. They was a team on the way up to the radio station. They was a collective about to go press some shit. Soon as them niggas got popped on, it turned into every man for itself. Now, if this had happened, like this event that I'm telling y'all about, if this had happened now, Game reputation would be destroyed because he didn't have no get back for that. 50 just did that and that was it. It was no get back. It was no get back. It was just that happened. Y'all niggas better go back to LA. Every man for himself, get back to the airport, back to LA. His shooter, his shooter, he in the hospital, shot in the ass, arrested. You understand me? So, hey man, that's an L. That's an L. Hey man. And look, I told these niggas, I told my boy when they was on the way to the radio station, right? I was like, man, do not do that. Do not do that. Cause at that time, the homie Big Jake getting murdered was fresh in my mind. And that situation that happened to my boy Big Jake is like that's when cause I knew I always knew the New York niggas was different as far as like the way they conduct warfare and the way they do gangster scenarios, right? Cause my boy Big Jake, when him and Suge went out to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, for that Jermaine Dupri party, I told Jake, I was like, man, y'all niggas going out there too deep, man. Y'all niggas taking a hell of a chance going out there too deep. Niggas was overconfident. Suge was overconfident. Like, I'm just finna slap niggas. These niggas is bitches. And this is after the Source Awards, like after Suge disrespected whole New York. I mean, disrespected Puffy at the Source Awards. So I knew shit was gonna be different after that, right? I didn't contemplate the chess moves that Puffy was gonna make. I just knew shit was gonna be different. And I knew the New York niggas was different with the way they run the gangster plays, but I had never experienced it. So the way they got Jake is they knew Suge and them was coming with the bully shit. They was ready for that, right? Suge is in there slapping Puffy, slapping Jermaine Dupri, punking them, and then niggas ran a play to where they got Jake outside. Jake was pressing a nigga, and the nigga wasn't backing down, and the nigga was like, nigga, let's go outside, and they got Jake outside. They got Suge and Jake outside, right? Follow me. They got Suge and Jake outside. And somebody across the street, look at the play they ran. They got Suge and Jake outside, right? Jake thinking it's about to be a head up fade with a nigga, right? He super confident. Suge over there pressing Puff, pressing Diddy. Somebody across the street shot up in the air, right? So everybody look over there at the somebody shoot in the air across the street. Everybody look across the street where the shots came from. And then another nigga come from around the corner and just gun down Jake, right? It was a beautiful play, Came down, gunned down Jake, and was finna get Suge, and then Suge grabbed Puffy and used Puffy for shit. That's the only reason Suge didn't get shot too that night. New York shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling the homie, I'm like, man, don't go to the radio station like y'all tough. You understand me? Y'all is the away team, and shooting through the bubble goose. Shooting through the bubble goose is New York shit. Them niggas wasn't even ready for that shit. Them niggas was not ready for that shit. Hit the like button for this game. This was when Suge used Puff as a shield. Yeah. A Harlem cat told me Cali cats ain't gangsters. Yeah. Hey, man, in a lot of ways, I ain't gonna lie, man. As far as like that New York shit, man, you know, if you study the New York shit, man, for real, the type of gangsterism, the shit they be doing, man, really going back to Bumpy Johnson, man. If you really study, nigga, the type of shit Bumpy Johnson them was doing. You talking about, man, niggas running plays. That Bumpy Johnson is like the, and probably before him, it probably was some niggas before him that taught him. You know what I'm saying? Niggas had, you know, niggas had plays. Niggas had plays. Rick Views, what's up with it? I'm from California. Suge wasn't nothing but a Debo knockoff. He was more than that. He was more than that. I mean, Suge, niggas was just overconfident, man. I feel like Cali niggas be on offense. You know what I'm saying? They be on offense. You know, Suge and them was on offense. They was running a strong offense on the music industry at the time that wasn't used to that. Suge got the goons. They out there mashing on motherfuckers. They on offense, right? Now, that type of gangsterism, I feel like works really well. That on offense press gangsterism, it works really well about 75% of the time, maybe 70% of the time. 75%, maybe 70% of the time. It worked because a lot of motherfuckers don't want no problems and motherfuckers scared, right? But it's a percentage of niggas out there that's gonna match your energy. And not only is they gonna match your energy, they, since you predictable, they gonna do some jujitsu gangster shit to you. They gonna wait for you to be on offense, and then they gotta play for that you ain't even prepared for because you so overconfident because your little methodology's been working so they've been working so well, you know, you feel like you could just run over everybody, but then you meet that energy where niggas is like, I ain't scared, and I know you gonna come at me like this, so I'm gonna run this play, and then I'm gonna just get y'all out the way. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button for this guy. How did Suge catch? How did Suge and them catch Wolf? Suge ain't never caught Wolf. What you talking about? What you talking about, black? What you talking about? What you talking about? Black bleach. Suge ain't never catch Wolf. Wolf ended up getting chipped by the BMF niggas. What's his name? What's his name? Big Meech. Big Meech and one of his boys. Big Meech was fucking with Wolf bitch. And Wolf got in his feelings and ended up getting chipped like that. They had a shootout and he lost the shootout. Suge never caught Wolf. When Game dropped his flag, was that a DP? I don't know. Did he? What you mean? Game dropped his flag? Cali Fire Cleopatra, what's up with it, baby girl? What's up with it, baby girl? Cash is always king. This goes back to the medieval days. Simone on the microphone now. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. So anyway, man, I went all in the tangents and shit. Shout out to YG for the W though. Shout out to the YG for the W. YG just a special motherfucker, man. I feel like YG is just he just anointed or some shit, blessed, anointed ass nigga or some type of shit, man. You know, he just anointed. You know, I hope he survived this Draco shit, man. I hope he survived that. You know what I mean? You know, I feel like niggas should have. You know, I feel like it was bad for business. I feel like niggas need to contemplate some of these murders, man. Killing Draco was bad for business, man. You know, a lot more money could have been made if they would have left him alive, man. You know what I'm saying? And niggas kept that beef and let that beef be a music beef and just kept it going back and forth, man. I saw him drop his flag too. I don't remember him dropping the flag. He was drunk and dropped his flag on stage. Okay, yeah, I don't that nigga. I don't think niggas gonna take that serious. I don't think niggas take shit that serious. You know what I'm saying? I don't think niggas take shit that serious. Hit the like button for this game. I don't think YG got arrested. I don't think YG got arrested. I think he just got detained. I just think they was like, stay right here. And I don't know, man. I think they took his phone though, man. I think they took his phone. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I feel like this shit with Draco. I feel like this shit with Draco is this Draco murder is like I feel like the issue with the Draco murder is beyond. It's like I feel like Live Nation with the thing with the Draco murder is that Live Nation is getting sued by Draco family, right? And I feel like I think they know. I really feel like they know who actually did the murder. Like I think they know who actually killed Draco, but they wanna they wanna connect this to YG and some type of way. I'm reaching. I feel like Live Nation. is heavily involved in this, and Live Nation is wanting to get some type of way. I don't know. I don't know if YG is signed to a record label or anything like that. Some type of way. I feel like Live Nation is heavily involved in this investigation and is, kind of like behind the police, and they trying to really make it YG like orchestrated some shit. And then I feel like they want to get some of their money back. I feel like because they're gonna have to pay out. They're gonna have to pay out Draco and them, millions and millions and millions of dollars. And I feel like they trying to get some of this back. Be careful, they'll be knocking on your door like Adam. For what though? I ain't had none of the niggas on here. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just feel like I don't know, man. I feel like Live Nation is like, man, we ain't finna some kind of way. They don't wanna have to pay. They don't want to have to pay Draco them family these millions and millions of dollars without getting that back from somewhere. I think that's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because I can imagine Live Nation is like, man, you know, that's what I think. Rock Nation, Live Nation. I don't know if Rock Nation is Live Nation. It's Live Nation is the promotion company. Live Nation. Live Nation is hot, bro. Let's not get it twisted, man. Live Nation is hot. They hot. They mad, bro. Come on, man. You gotta be for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? How see you gotta think, man. How is one of the artists, how can you promote a concert? You promoting a concert. Just think about it like this. What if it was like the Rolling Stones had a concert and then Mick Jagger got stabbed backstage type shit? What the fuck? Mick Jagger got stabbed backstage because one of the opening groups security is a gang member and let a whole bunch of gang members in, and he got killed backstage. That's crazy. That's crazy. So Live Nation is like, how can somebody that we pay, a nigga is here to work. Draco is here to do a job. He got paid to do a job. He at work. And when he come to work, he just get killed at work. Oh my God. And see, here's the thing, man. If they could, man, listen, man. I feel like they trying to connect it to YG for some reason. I don't know if YG is signed to a record label. Maybe it's some shit like if YG is signed to a record label and they connect this back to him, maybe they sue the record label or some shit. Trump era Suge Knight gonna be released and they gonna debo YG for fuck Donald Trump. YG wins for fuck Donald Trump. Hit the like button for this game. Anyway, shout out to YG for the versus win there. Yeah. All right. Another nigga in the nose. Another nigga in the nose, man. I want to speak on the great. I want to speak on the great. I want to speak on the great Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner is in the news, man. Brittany Renner. Let's take a look at Brittany, man. Now, Brittany is 30. I think Brittany is 30 years old. Brittany is 30 years old. Shout out Brittany Renner, man. You know, a bitch been going through a lot. You know, a bitch been going through a lot, man. You know, we got to keep it 100. A bitch been going through a lot. You know. When, let me see. Let me see how old is Brittany Renner? Brittany. Brittany Renner. 34. Oh, okay. Okay. She's 34. Okay. Okay. She's 34. Hit the like button.
Okay? And you keep playing. Okay? That's why you're going to get traded. That's why no good is going to come to you. You keep talking about the Lord and you want to carry that Bible around as a prop. Boy, if you don't stop. What did the Bible say about them children? Because you're okay with doing what you're doing to our son.
Brittany
and
Renner.
You got your other fucking kids.
Shout out Brittany Renner. Okay, let me look out for this guy. Okay, BM, AKTM, AKTM, BM. Can you answer my SC about the best way to get your woman to pledge allegiance to me while having her know about other women on the team? All right. You gotta tell a bitch up front that you have other bitches on the team. You hear me? Let me see if I can look in the camera. You gotta tell a bitch up front that you have other bitches on the team. That's how you do it. Now, if you already have a bitch on the team, right? Let's say you meet a bitch and you know, you tell her she the only bitch on the team and y'all start hanging out. And then you meet another bitch. And then then you go back to the other bitch and be like, hey man, I'm adding a bitch on the team. Then it's gonna be complications because you didn't say that from the gate. You know what I'm saying? You finish how you start with bitches. So if you upfront about it, like you meet a bitch and you like, hey man, I be having other bitches on the team. You let her know, like, hey, I'm rocking with you, but I might have another, you know what I'm saying? I might add, is you good with that? You know what I'm saying? I'm not a promiscuous nigga. I'm not out here fucking all the bitches. I'm not like, I'm very selective. You know what I'm saying? I'm only dealing with, great bitches. But, I'm finna do that. Are you cool with that? You know what I'm saying? And then like a lot of times, like I've had many experiences where, and most experiences go like this, is like a nigga meet a bitch and you start hanging out with her and she be like, do you be fucking with other bitches? Yeah, that's a couple of bitches in the rotation from the gate, It's a couple of bitches in the rotation. I'm trying to narrow it down to who you know what I'm saying? But, right now we trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And see, then a bitch understand. You know what I'm saying? But when when you go in there and you the only bitch, you say, because bitches hold you to what you say. You know what I'm saying? If you go in there saying you the only bitch, and then you add a bitch, then it's like, you know what I mean? It's complications. But if you keep it 100 from the gate, you know what I'm saying? You got to just say what you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? And it'll work for you. And see, I've you know, I've always just seen bitches just do like try to compete, you know what I'm saying? Cause like if you a great nigga, you meet a bitch and you like, I like you, you cool, you know what I'm saying? We should hang out. And then she like, you got other bitches on the team. You work on. Yeah, I be seeing some other bitches, but I'm like I said, I'm trying to narrow it down and figure out, what we doing. And I ain't promiscuous like that. See, a lot of times you gotta let that be known too, because a lot of niggas out here just be fucking every bitch that they get an opportunity to fuck. And, me personally, I'm not on that. I'm very, selective who I let touch me type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm concerned about negative energy, you know what I'm saying? And I believe in bad luck bitches. I believe it's bitches out there that you can fuck with and all your luck will go bad. You know what I'm saying? And you need to try to discern that before you let a bitch touch you. But like I said, you can meet a bitch and, let's hang out. It's other bitches. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to, and be a great nigga. And I have seen bitches compete to knock the other bitches out the box. I have seen the competitions. Bitches be like, okay, I'm competing. I'm competing. I mean, hit the like button for this game. Like to get her to be monogamous with me, but I have a team. Let it be known that. You gotta let it be known. You gotta let it be known. You gotta let it be known. You gotta be like, hey man, you can't be fucking around with a lot of niggas. And I know that sound crazy, but you gotta say it. You gotta say it. Now, of course, when you say it, it's a chance a bitch gonna say I ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? But it's a chance a bitch gonna go for it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it depends on how you conducting yourself. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, when you're a great nigga, like when you're a great nigga, bitches is going, it's gonna be a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Cause you gotta imagine, man, you gotta think of yourself like, I hate to use an example like this, man, but you gotta think of yourself, like I hate to use Drake as an example, man, but you gotta be like, how is bitches competing for Drake attention? You know what I'm saying? Bitches know that Drake got other bitches. You know what I'm saying? He meet a bitch, she gonna be happy to get to kick it. Some of them might be like, it's gonna be a few to be like, I know you got other bitches, I can't take it. But most of them are gonna be like, I need my turn. I need my turn to kick it. I need my turn, and I'm gonna show you I'm a great. I'm gonna show you I'm one that you should fuck with. And then on the flip side of that, you know that you busy. You don't have time to be fucking with bitches every day. You know what I'm saying? So the team gotta be, the team is, like, 2, 3 bitches. You can't really do a whole lot, because it's life. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, what we doing. You know what I'm saying? But it's doable. It's doable. You just gotta say it, man. You just gotta stand on it, man. The difficult part is standing on it. You gotta stand on it and be a great nigga. Drake markets himself as fair and impartial. He not. And see, here's another thing, man. Here's another thing. Um, I feel like I feel like you really got to demonstrate yourself as a motherfucker that's not overly promiscuous, right? You not overly promiscuous. You have to demonstrate that. You know what I'm saying? And then I find that, like, if you was a great nigga and you leave it open for a bitch to choose, right? You like, hey, I might date some other bitches, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want my bitches out there just fucking a whole bunch of niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know. Now, naturally, here's another thing that be happening too, man. You got to think too, like this. I notice pretty much like the average bitch have shit. The average bitch to me have a stable. What do you mean, boss man? What do you mean the average bitch have a stable? The average bitch will have a stable, right? She'll have the nigga that she fucking and love, and then she might have about 3 or 4 niggas in the friend zone. That they there, but they don't get the fuck. But they there. They calling her. They jumping up and down. You know, right? So that's like a stable. But she don't think she doing nothing wrong because she only fuck you. And a bitch will have you in that scenario, and that be your only bitch. That be like your only bitch. You over there with this bitch as your only bitch. And she be fucking you, and she'll have 3 niggas in the friend zone. And tell you about it. That's my friend. You know, hit the like button for that game. The thought of niggas jumping up and down for a bitch is hilarious, but that's what niggas be doing though. That's what niggas be doing, bro. Shalon Mitchell, I appreciate that $5. That's what niggas be doing though. That's what niggas be doing. Bitches be having niggas in the friend zone, and you accept it. She'll look at you and say, "That's my friend. He ain't never fucked." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and my thing is like, hey man, bitches, you can't get the most, no matter what, man. And shout out to all the bitches listening, man. You can't get the most out of a bitch without competition, man. If it ain't no spirit of competition, bitches is kind of like, bitches is not giving you they all. Like, you know what I'm saying? It got to be competition. If niggas could demonstrate, I find that if niggas can demonstrate that I'm stingy with the dick, I don't just be giving out dick like that. But I may have multiple bitches, but I'm only fucking with great bitches. Competition is we get the competition popping, man. Hit the like button for this game. Most grown people, male and female, have satellites. Man, come on, man. Break the glass ass niggas. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Bitches be having, and hey man, and keep it, and listen, man. In these times right here, listen. Let me tell you, man. This is what I noticed for real. This is what I really noticed in these times. Think like this. You can get the terms that you want, man. When niggas get scared to say what they want, that's where the problems start. When you don't keep it 100. If you keep it 100, great things can happen. You got to practice. You got to be in the habit of saying real shit to a bitch. That's the problem. Niggas don't say real shit to bitches. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be, and another thing, another thing too is with having multiple bitches, your constitution. Follow me on this right here. This gonna sound weird. Your constitution. If you're gonna be having multiple bitches, your constitution has to be of such that you could withstand bitches coming and going. You understand me? You got to be able to withstand a bitch leaving. A lot of niggas can't withstand a bitch leaving because a bitch all of a sudden just, I ain't fucking with you no more. You got to be able to withstand that. You got to be able to be stoic when a bitch say I ain't fucking with you no more. You know what I'm saying? Because when you juggling bitches, that's gonna come into play. Hit the like button. If you only have one on the team, how do you get her to compete to stay the only one? Well, like I said, I mean, I don't know how niggas do they shit, but you know, first of all, you gotta stay being your best self. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay being your best self. You can't never take your foot off the gas. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay being the best possible nigga you could be. And being that it's a shortage of niggas out here already, and it's a even more of a shortage of niggas that's having money and being able to be their own man and it's a shortage of niggas out here with their own place to live, car, job. It's a shortage of niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you stay in your best self, and you gotta always be talking to bitches. A lot of niggas, you know, they'll meet a bitch, they'll have a bitch on the team, and then they'll stop talking to bitches. I always talk to bitches. You know what I'm saying? And I might not be pushing to put the bitch on the team, but I'm always open to having conversations with bitches. You know what I'm saying? And that to me keeps you sharp. You know what I'm saying? And you got to stay mindful of of you got to stay mindful of your effect on bitches. A lot of niggas get one bitch and they become complacent. Now, a lot of competition can take place if you stand at your highest level as a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You stand at your highest level. You stand crispy, you stand smelling good, you stand on point, you stand in shape, you stand healthy, you stand on top of game. When you go out with your bitch, other bitches will still be affected by your presence, even if you with your bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that's pressure. That's pressure. Because then your bitch is thinking like, okay, this nigga be having an effect on bitches, right? What he be doing when I'm not around? When I'm not around him, when he go out. If he like this all the time, if your if your appearance is immaculate every time that you seen you on point every time that you seen you in the open. Every time you in the open, it's lights, cameras, action. You bringing your best self to the table. Bitches is flirting with you. That's pressure. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, man, when you meet bitches, see, that's another thing too, man. See, it's crazy, man. Niggas be, you know, you meet a bitch and y'all start hanging out and you let her know, like, yeah, I be seeing other bitches, but it ain't like I'm trying to fuck all the bitches, but I'm trying to figure it out. You meet another bitch, right? And then you kind of you kind of release some evidence of the other bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good for the evidence to be out there. You know what I'm saying? What's the evidence? Little social media, You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to show the whole bitch. You can show you can show yourself out having lunch and show a bitch hand or a bitch foot bag. Or you can show the whole bitch. Show evidence, you know. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the flip side of that, when a bitch say she want to be out and do something, you can't let that bother you. You got to be like, but if you being a great nigga, man, I just feel like bitches will start competing. Bitches will compete. Bitches will compete, man. You know what I'm saying? Bitches don't like niggas. I mean, you gotta imagine, man, bitches like you because other bitches like you. If didn't no bitches like you, would your bitch still like you though? Like, so what the stats on hollering at other females while you out with another? Nah. Hey, you know what? Um Oh shit. Oh shit. Shout out Simone. Is that Simone? Simone on the microphone, I ain't gonna lie. I play this game sometimes with bitches. I play this game sometimes with bitches. You wanna hear this game? Sometimes I play this game. You out with your bitch, right? You out with your bitch. And you see another bitch. And I tell my bitch, like, look, you think I could pull her right now? You think I could pull her right now? You can't pull her right now. And then a nigga go over there and be like, hey, what's happening? How you doing? I just had to come over here, you know. This ensemble you got on is just, hey man, it's just, I had to say something, you know. This color look good on you. How you doing? Is that your girl over there? Yeah, that's my bitch over there. Yeah. I had to come over here though. I had to come over here though. Or nigga pull up next to a bitch at the light. I used to do this a lot. My bitches in the park, my bitches in the passenger seat. Pull up to a bitch at the light and roll down the window, hit the horn like, hey, what's up with it? What's happening? Hey man, listen. Let me get your number right quick though. Let me get your number right quick though. Look here. Let me get your number right quick. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see it. No, bro, no. What? No, I ain't living dangerous. No, man. No. Listen. I tell the bitch out. Look, let me see if I can pull her. You think I can pull her? Like, I mean, how many bitches you think I can pull with you in the passenger seat? You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, man. Bitches don't like you if other bitches don't like. Listen, if you listen, you got to think, man. A lot of niggas lose bitches. A lot of niggas lose bitches because they'll have a bad bitch. They'll have a bitch that's, they'll have a nice looking bitch, right? And you know, they get another bitch, right? But the other bitch don't even really look that good. And she like hella nasty. She ready to suck dick at the drop of a dime. You can just go over her house and get your dick sucked. And just fuck. Don't really take her nowhere, nothing like that. You just you know, you don't want nobody to see, right? A nigga have a bitch like that, right? And then get caught, right? Get caught cheating on this bitch with the subpar nasty bitch. And then your bitch is really your main bitch is really disgusted with you because the bitch is so subpar. She like, nigga, you out here fucking bitches like that, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. She really, you know what I'm saying? She inspired to fire you. I can't believe you fucking with this troll. This bitch look like a motherfucking mud troll. Versus if you was fucking with a bad bitch. If you was fucking with a bitch that look as good as your main bitch or better, then it's different. It's different. It's different. It's different. I might fall for that, but then my Virgo placement's gonna be jumping that night. You gotta know your personnel to get that off. Risky activities, because if she curve you, then you looking goofy. Uh, you can always get curved, bro. You can always get curved, bro. It's always a risk. It's always a risk, pimp. It's always a risk. Yeah. Now, if you got a bad bitch, if it's bad, you know, if the average man, listen, man, bro. Oh shit, I've done it so many times, man. If man, like I don't know, man. You gotta risk it, man. You gotta say what you gotta say what you want it to be for it to be that. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want it to be for it to be that. You gotta lead in with the compliments. When you say look better, it just I just see it more as which female is more confident and put together. Beauty is subjective. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is subjective. Evan Hester. Edward Hester. I thought that was Evan Hester. I was about to say that. Is that my homie? Is that a nigga I know? Cop to my reality is beautiful t-shirt. Shout out to Edward Hester. When you look better, yeah. But look, man, yeah, man. And then, you know, I ain't gonna lie, it's 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 some case by case shit too, bro. Look, let me say this, man. I'm gonna say this too. It's a case by case thing with um bitches and adding other bitches to the team. There's bitches out here, right? That see, here's another thing too. This is another thing you got to think about. What is your bitch management skills like? Right? What is your bitch management skills like? Meaning, do they stay in pocket? Right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of bitches out here is cool with the existence of the side bitch. So long as they don't see or hear from the side bitch. You know what I'm saying? And they getting, as long as your bitch is getting top tier treatment, meaning, y'all having fun, you know, you you know, because at the end of the day, your bitch ain't gonna want to be with you all the time, you know. So you taking care of her with her needs, right? You taking care of your main bitch needs. So then you have leftover time for the side bitch. A lot of bitches is like, as long as I don't see or hear from the side bitch, it's cool. And see, that's where a lot of niggas fail because they don't have control over the side bitch like that. The side bitch end up coming to the house, calling your bitch, causing some type of disruption. Most of the time because of like lack of equity, you know. You might do something real special for the main bitch and the side bitch don't get nothing. And then, you know what I'm saying? She triggered, you got to kind of, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you do a public spectacle for something you did for your main bitch. Like, you know, on social media, you done gave your main bitch a new Louis bag. And then the side bitch see that and be like, I ain't got shit. And I'm over here sucking dick and doing this and that and this and that and it. So your bitch management skills got to be up to par. So you got to have it in it to where your side bitch is afraid to disrupt anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that fear can be like, bitch, you gonna get banished. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, man, like I said, man, when you a great nigga, great things can happen. If you a great nigga, if you's a great nigga, great things can happen. If you was a great nigga that's not thirsty, great things can be done and can happen. Hit the like button for this guy. You have to keep a schedule like a job too. Come on, Mr. Fair Choice. You have to be measured. And see, that's why I say once again, 2 and 3 bitches. You know what I'm saying? Is a lot. It's a lot. 3 bitches is a lot. If you fuck with 3 bitches, that is a lot. Why is it a lot, BossMack? Why is it a lot? Just listening to them bitches' problems. Fuck the pussy. Fuck linking up to fuck going, hanging out with them. Listening to bitches' problems. Listening to 3 bitches' problems. Bro, listen, man. Let's say you gave a bitch an hour of conversation a day, which really ain't that much, but let's just say you gave a bitch an hour of conversation a day. 3 bitches. That's 3 hours out your day of conversation. And I ain't even went into pulling up on a bitch and hanging out with a bitch and fucking, Man, don't let 2 have a bad day at work and you gotta hear that shit. Man, nigga, life be happening. Imagine. Look, nigga, imagine. Number one bitch done got into it with her mama. Her mama done said some wild shit to her and something else happened. Then number two done had something happen at her job that's fucked up. Then number 3, something happened at her house. Something broke at her house. She need help. Shit. Ah, shit. And then you got to remember the details about each bitch. You got to remember the details. You got to remember the details about each bitch. This bitch, number 1 bitch, she allergic to seafood and some other shit. If she eats shell food, she'll have an allergic reaction. It had happened to y'all once and you had to take the bitch to the hospital. Number two, bitch, you know what I'm saying? She got like a whole bunch of sisters. You know what I'm saying? And she cool with most of the sisters and she be having stories and shit about them. So when she telling you shit, you got to remember who she talking about. Oh shit! How long I been on here, man? 6 personalities. Yeah. And then they got dicks in the glass, and then all your side bitches got dicks in the glass too. See, this is what I'm saying, man. Hey, man. Shit, man. How long I been on that? 2 hours. What? Damn. Shout out Brittany Renner, though. Brittany Renner. Shout out Brittany Renner. Look at Brittany Renner. 34. That's a hard 34.
Live in a certain kind of way. And you think that, and people think that shit's funny? You think that nigga got over? You think that shit's cool? That's fucking deadbeat behavior. You're a fucking deadbeat. And I'm always gonna have, my issue is always gonna fucking be with you. Now, if you let people get in my mix, well, okay, well, shit. Let's all settle up then. Cause you be letting that shit. The reason that you're even still married to that bitch is because y'all keep trying to prove a point to me.
Look at that bitch. That's that mileage, bro. That's that mileage, nigga. BossMack, I saw your short about game being on point, keeping a chick playful. Do you think a woman can actually be faithful to one man? Yeah. If you's a great nigga. If you's a great nigga, man, like I said, man, you gotta be a great nigga. If you's a great nigga, man, if you's a great nigga, you gotta be a great nigga, man. Niggas think I just be saying that shit, man. Being a great nigga is hard. But if you could be a great nigga, if you think like, I gotta be a great nigga, I gotta be a great nigga. If you could be a great nigga, niggas take their foot off the gas. I gotta keep saying this shit over and over, man. If you could be a great nigga, you could inspire a bitch to really like, man. If you could be a great nigga, you can inspire a bitch to really just be like, this is this is the nigga right here. No matter what, I don't give a fuck. This is my nigga. I'm finna box these hoes out. I'm finna box these hoes out. You can inspire a bitch to be the best bitch that she could be, to where you really don't even, shit, you only have time for one other bitch. Cause this bitch is being so great. Everybody gotta be their best self, man. You be your best self, man. Great shit can happen, man. I'm convinced. I can't. It's when you become complacent, and you leave room. You make room for contempt. You know what I'm saying? You make room for contempt. You know. Nobody can convince me of nothing. But can you be a great nigga if you only make average money? I think so. I think so. I think you can. 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 I think I think if you can stay crispy, hold up, man. Let's start with a couple things, man. If you can stay healthy, if you can stay healthy and crispy, right? If you can stay healthy and crispy, many great things can happen. Many great things can happen. If your hygiene is immaculate, and where you live at is immaculate, clean, you know what I'm saying? That's a foundation that you could really, really build on. And then you get your money up, you know what I'm saying? You could do some great things, man. Staying crispy is staying crispy go like so that I can't stress it, man. Being a great nigga is more about the intangibles than the financials. Shout out to the BossMack all the way from Barbados. Shout out to Barbados. Hey, man. It's a lot of niggas out there that think being crispy is not important. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of niggas that it's not important. Health, you know, if you're not healthy, man, you know, you gotta stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't let your teeth deteriorate. You know what I'm saying? You gotta maintain, you know, it's simple shit, bro. You know what I mean? I know niggas that just have, you know, niggas just like, okay, I think I got a good example right here, man. This nigga this right here. This is an example of some shit, right? This is an example of some shit I saw. All right. This nigga right here.
However, sometimes I think it's like time to
Okay,
let go.
let's look at this nigga right here. He wanna holler at some bitches, right? This dude wanna holler at some bitches. He on the Pop the Balloon show, right?
Love your dreads. However, sometimes I think it's like time to let it go.
Damn. You see that?
Pop your balloon because I'm with them. You didn't really come polished. You came in, you're like, okay, well, I'm here. You didn't put a lot of effort into you coming in here with the ladies.
Do you feel like you put in effort?
I do a little bit, but I mean, yeah.
Relax, you know, so the tightness, that's about it. Just relax. Yeah, your muscles is all popping out the neck. Like,
You see that? Cause look,
it's like it was a strong muscle and then it was like about, yeah.
I'm trying to be cool.
I was like,
I can feel it. You can see it.
yeah, I could see her.
You see that? You see his neck? You see that right there? You see how these bitches point out everything about this dude? She just immediately, a bitch just be like, I like your dreads, but it's time to let it go, right? Another bitch was like, you just didn't come in here dressed appropriately. Then another bitch was like, you got a real strong muscle in your neck, right? You know what I'm saying? He has taken his eye off the ball. His eye is not on the ball. He thinks that's okay. That's complacent. See, if he was on point, he would just cut the dreads off. But he's in an illusion. And you know why he's in an illusion? Because he don't regularly talk to bitches. If he regularly talked to bitches, he would have recognized that, okay, it's over for the dreads, right? I can't be wearing shirts like this. You know what I'm saying? You know, I gotta relax. You know what I'm saying? You know, you see how you got 3 different bitches picked him apart from different angles that was valid. You know what I'm saying? Bitches is critiquing you out here. You know what I'm saying? And see, this is what happens to niggas. A nigga have one bitch, right, over time and take his eye off the ball and just allow himself to he might have been on point when he first got with a bitch. But then over time, he has taken his foot off the gas and he just devolved into this right here, right? And it's like the frog in the pot of boiling water. It's like the frog in the pot of boiling water. The water is getting hotter and hotter, and the frog don't realize it until he just die, right? And that's you get complacent like this, right? You got one bitch on the team, you get complacent like this, and you think it's okay, right? And then one day your bitch be like, I ain't fucking with you no more. You know, I ain't fucking with you no more. That's when the frog died from the boiling water. The bitch be like, I ain't fucking with you no more. Why you ain't fucking with me no more? Because you dress weird. She hit you with all the shit that's fucked up. What them 3 bitches just hit him with. You dress weird. You know what I'm saying? You be tense. You got some shit going on in your neck, and you just keep holding on them dreads trying to be young and shit, man, instead of facing the realities, man. And see, it's another nigga out there at her job. It's a nigga at your bitch's job that's on point. He got the fly haircut. He got on the drip. He smell good. And he flirting with your bitch every day. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Your hand was like,
I just don't find you attractive. I agree with my friend here. It's something like with the neck and the eyes and the hands and the walk. It just
Everything.
yeah, and I don't care for the outfit either. So
Hey, boy, you should have stayed at home.
Love your dreads. However, sometimes I think it's like time to let it go.
Damn.
Pop your balloon because I'm with them. You didn't really come polished. You came in, you're like, okay, well, I'm here. You didn't put a lot of effort into you coming in here with the ladies.
do you feel like you put in effort?
I do a little bit, but I mean,
Relax, so the tightness, that's about it. Just relax.
Tight,
Yeah,
yeah.
your muscles is all popping out the neck. Like,
you see that? You see- Cause look,
it's like it was a strong muscle, and then it was like,
Yeah.
about, yeah.
I'm trying to be cool.
I was like,
I can feel it. But you
you
can
was,
see it.
yeah, I could see her, and then your hand was like,
I just don't find you attractive. I agree with my friend here. It's something like with the neck and the eyes and the hands and the walk. It just
Everything.
yeah, and I don't care for the outfit either. So
Hey, boy, you
Niggas sometimes, man, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's hard. It's hard, man. And especially when you go to work, like let's say you go to work every day and you're around a lot of lame motherfuckers. You're around a lot of other lame motherfuckers, right? And you listening to lame conversation from lame motherfuckers. You know, that will contaminate you. You know what I'm saying? And you'll think lame is okay. You know what I'm saying? You think the lame, you think dressing, you think you would think like it's cool to, let your shoes be dusty. You know what I'm saying? You think it's cool to be like, to have the same cologne you had from 3 years ago. You think it's cool. You think it's cool to wear that. You think it's okay to wear this shirt right here. You know what I'm saying? Because another lame dude at your job got a shirt like that. And I don't know why you copying him because he don't have no bitches. You know what I'm saying? He's just a lame dude at your job. He don't have no bitches. And you copying him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful, man. See, that's why, you gotta, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard. Staying crispy goes so far, man. I just, you know, and a lot of people, you know, motherfuckers be shitting on the BossMack. You know, I get shitted on, right? I have a bitch say, you dress like you 14. You dress like a YN. But when I hear that type of shit, it's from a bitch that's mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Because I done clowned the bitch about something. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I try to make it to where, and I know this is a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing. I try to make it to where whenever a bitch see me and look down at my feet, my shit is immaculate. I just try to, that's a standard for me. I shoot for. And all the great niggas I know maintain that standard. When a bitch look down at niggas' shoes, it's immaculate. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't on no, I got 10 pair of Gucci shoes. I got 4 pair of Rick Owens clown shoes. I got Balenciagas and Alexander McQueen. No, I keep it simple. I stay Nike. You know what I'm saying? I find that, see, it's a lot of niggas out there. It's a lot of niggas out there that'll be like, they'll have on some dusty Balenciagas, right? That they spent $1,500 for these shoes, you know, a few months ago, right? I'm of the mind state that if I'm gonna spend $1,500 on some shoes, right? I might as well get 10 pair of shoes that cost $120. You know what I'm saying? And then every time you see me, it's immaculate. Versus popping out with some dusty Balenciagas on. You know what I'm saying? I believe crispy Air Force Ones defeat dusty Balenciagas. You know what I'm saying? I just try to stay crispy, man. It just count. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hit the like button for this game. Detroit player here. Maury Alligators gym shoe. Come on, man. There was a time in my life where I was collecting Maury's Gators. There was a time in my life when I was doing that. There was a time in my life when I was doing that. Ain't nothing like a fresh pair of Gators. Hit the like button for this guy. I went to an all-white party last week and did not put the white shoes on till I got to the place. Thanks, BossMack. I wouldn't have thought of that. I'm glad you did that, Joe Blast. Hey, man. I'm telling you, man. That's how I get down. Let me tell y'all, man. You know, for maximum success, any event, any popping out, any pop out event. You know what I'm saying? Any event. Any event. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. You know. I'm gonna grab something new for that. I'm gonna grab something new. Like if I was if I was to go on one of these shows like this shit right here, this pop the balloon shit. Everything I would have on will be new. You know what I'm saying? If I was at that, I would walk in there. I would walk in there, like I said, just like how Joe Blast said. You know, when I got to that event, I would take off the slides that I would drive there with my slides on. I would take the shoes out the box, crispy, unworn ever. The first wear would be me walking into there. Would be the first wear. You know what I'm saying? Immaculate. Bitches ain't saying nothing but, okay, I feel you. You accomplished so much, nigga. You accomplished so much with that. Nigga, you accomplished so much. It's so profound. Hit the like button for this game. All right, I've been on here this subject for a long. Hold on, what time is it? 2 hours and 30 fucking minutes. Jesus. Let me think. What do I have here right here? What is this? When you say real shit, what is that? '90s dope dealer dress code always applicable. Come on, man. Always applicable. Always. That's one thing. I'm going to say this, man. One thing, I'm going to say this. This is one thing I will say about niggas from my section. You know, niggas from my section. Shout out to all the homies. I'm going to say this, man. Shout out Boogaloo, all these niggas, man. Big Zo, G Weeder. All the niggas from my section, man. And, you know, this is some 90s era dope dealer shit. This is some dope dealer shit. But one thing I love about all my niggas, right, is they stand, all my niggas stand on their principle. You know what I'm saying? Every time you see them, they got on crispy kicks. Niggas is crispy. Every time you see them. Niggas, these niggas is in the hood right now. What time is it? 9. It's niggas in the hood now. Sitting around like, you know, like It's a good movie. Just like Casino or some shit. Like, you know, when you see the bosses, when you watch Casino and you see the bosses chilling, niggas be somewhere chilling like that. Niggas just report there. Niggas just be there. And niggas be crispy. I appreciate that about niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even lie, man. Like it's a uniform. Niggas be crispy, man. Like it's a uniform. Shout out to them niggas, man. Hit the like button. I caught one of these Stay Crispy rants a few years ago. I've been tapped in ever since. Mason Dixon. She said, I know I come in at the gym crispy every day. Shout out to them 8 months, yeah. Martin off of Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Style always works too. Yeah. All right, how long I've been on here, man? All right. Let me see. All right, let's do a reader listener email. Wait a minute. Let's do this right here. I feel like this is valid before I do the reader listener email. This right here. Shout out to Alan. Sent me this.
Know that if your house is dirty, you could be inviting spirits, demons into your home. I want you to think about this. Every demon that Jesus casted out was called a foul and unclean spirit. Now, what do you think they are attracted to? Just like flies to waste, these spirits can also attach themselves to the disorder and the chaos of a home. Ancient traditions in Latin America and Africa, all different types of cultures believe that cleaning your home is also a spiritual cleansing as well. Some of you could be experiencing the effects psychologically that reflect spiritually what is going on in your house physically. And the first step to do that is to clean your house. Has anyone ever cleaned their house before and you slept lighter and you felt like you could think clearer and you felt like there was just a opening of the space in your mind, in your spirit, and physically to where even everyone in the home felt better? There's a reason for that. Now let's think of the opposite. Have you ever had your house full of clutter and you woke up in the middle of the night and you felt like something was there inside the clutter? I'm sure a lot of you would agree. So if you want to start taking control of your home, the first thing you should do is clean it. Did you know
Hit the
that
like
if your
button for
house
that
is
game.
dirty, you could be inviting spirits, demons into your home?
Shout out to Alan for that, man. He be sending me fly shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And see that you know, that always have a positive effect on bitches. That's why, you know, I open up the show with, you know, no piss around the toilet. You know what I'm saying? For when the bitches come by your house, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no piss around the toilet. Your shit smell like bleach and what's that shit? Bleach and what's that shit? I forgot that Mexican shit I got. Jesus Christ, I can't think of the name of it. Hit the like button for this game. I notice my stuff is out of order. I usually have too much going on. Yeah, I try to keep the card crispy, man. I try to keep the card clean, man. You know, I let some packaging materials get in the back. Some no, I'll be having, because I be shipping out a lot of, BossMack shit. Fabuloso, yeah, Fabuloso. Yeah, my shit smell like Fabuloso. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, let me do wait. No. Let me do one more thing. Let me do one more thing. I thought this was cool too. Right here. Let me see. Heavy tricking. Rich nigga. Truth about, okay, yeah. Truth about truth. This right here, man. Here's another thing I noticed too, right here. Shout out to this bitch.
Knows that. Listen here, ladies. Listen here, ladies. A real nigga knows that tricking is a liability. Ain't no real nigga out here just finna be, I don't give a fuck how much money he got and how much he can do for a hoe. Ain't no real nigga out here just buying no bags and no purses and whatever, cars, and ain't no real nigga out here just doing that for fun. Niggas work too hard for their money to give it to a ragged ass person. Like, niggas be watching their money for real, and to think that because you fine with some coochie, you could just get a bag from a real nigga is crazy. But I don't know, maybe y'all ain't really looking for a real nigga. Y'all probably just want a bag. Listen here, ladies. A real nigga knows that tricking is a liability.
Tricking is a liability. Tricking is a liability. Hit the like button for this game. All right. Let's do a reader listener email around this motherfucker. Let's do a reader listener email around this motherfucker. Let me see. Oh shit. Is my shit stuck? What? My shit stuck? Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh shit. What? Oh shit. Wait a minute. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Damn, that's that tripping, man. All right. All right. Reader, listener, email. Reader, listener, email. You want to be ready. A nigga from Los Angeles writes to BossMack. He say, BossMack, I'm a 31-year-old nigga out here getting to the chili. Well, I was getting to the chili as a preload supervisor at UPS. But now I am unemployed. And it has been 5 months as such. I have one bitch on the team, a 29-year-old accountant. She has been on the team for 2 years. We have been living together for a little more than a year. We live in a luxury apartment complex. We live in a 2-bedroom apartment in a luxury apartment complex. Both our names are on the lease. Since we have been together, we have had our issues. However, since I have been unemployed, these have been the most trying times. My bitch is making a little more than 100K, 100 bands a year. And at my former job, I was very close to 100 bands a year. When the money was good, we lived a nice lifestyle, vacations and weekend getaways to Santa Barbara, San Diego, Palm Springs, Vegas. Fine dining at least once a week. Then when I lost my job, which was over some bullshit, things began to change for us quickly. I had to cut back on the things that we used to do just to make sure I covered the rent, car note, the bare necessities of living. I am sitting on a nice amount of chili, but I'm burning through it pretty fast being unemployed. Now, since our lifestyle has diminished, or should I say, since my lifestyle has diminished, I have noticed a dip in the respect my bitch has for me. I have a bachelor's degree in English, but the job I had at UPS was something I had in college, and I had just got promoted and moved up and stayed there till now. Now, me being unemployed, my options for getting a job that would provide me with the lifestyle I was living is minimal. And my bitch's contempt for me is growing daily. Also, another issue is my bitch has her master's. So now I'm faced with a real decision. I'm thinking about moving back home with my grandmother and going back to school to get my teaching credential and my master's while I work as a substitute teacher. Or I'm thinking about possibly going to get an AA degree in HVAC while subbing either way, I need to rebuild. I need to rebuild. I don't think I could pull that off by living with my current bitch. So my question is this. BossMack, would you hit the eject button on this situation with my bitch and move back home in order to build? Do you think that's a sucker move? Hit the like button for this game. He said under 100K in Cali seemed like it would be tight. All right. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right. Shout out to Crip Mac. All right. You know, I feel like it ain't nothing wrong with taking 2 steps back to move 6 steps forward. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you need to rebuild and you know what I'm saying, you feeling pressure from your bitch, yes, I will hit the eject button on the situation and, you know, get back. A lot of times, man, sometimes, man, you got to be careful of you know, you trying to maintain some shit and you ain't got everything in order. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button for this guy. The name of the game in Cop and Blow. I appreciate that $5. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna live in the house and accept disrespect from a bitch. Because she making way more paper than me and you know, she want to maintain the luxury lifestyle and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's clear that she not finna go through these trenches with me. She probably think you stupid for losing your job, however that happened, you know what I'm saying? Even if, and see, that's the thing, even if some bullshit happened, right? Let's say you from your UPS job, say some fucked up bullshit happened that put you in a twist and you lost your job. 9 times out of 10, a bitch is gonna be looking at you sideways like you did some stupid shit and you lost the job. A bitch is not gonna really be on your side. She gonna be looking at you like, did you do some stupid shit and fuck it off? You know what I'm saying? And now you talking about we can't go to Palm Springs this weekend because your money tight. We can't go to Roof Chris. I was looking forward to going to Roof Chris this week. Now we got to cut back. And then a bitch is over here looking at her friends that everything is working for them, you know. She get on the phone with her homegirl. Her homegirl just got back from Boa. Yeah, we just got back from Boa, from the Boa Steakhouse. We just got back from Fleming's. Yeah, next week we thinking about going to Greece. And y'all can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? And now I got to be a substitute teacher making way less money than I was making. You know what I'm saying? My bitch talking reckless. Yeah, I'd hit the eject button on some shit. You know what I'm saying? And see, you know, There are bitches out there that will hold you down through some shit like that. But if you picked a faulty bitch from the gate, you know what I'm saying? You know. Hit the like button for this guy. I always take care of myself. I love myself. I'm gonna put myself in the best situation. See, cause I need to recalibrate, right? I need to recalibrate. And how you gonna recalibrate if your bitch is on your head right here with the pressure? How you gonna do that? How you gonna do that? My bitch frustrated. I gotta come home. I done had to switch up my career. And then when I come home, my bitch got all kind of attitude, shitty. You know what I'm saying? Some of her homegirls finna do some extravagant, lavish shit. You know, she can't even talk about the lavish shit we doing. And you know, man, hit the like button for this gang. Oh. Bear with me right quick, man. I just gotta get this espresso. I gotta get this shot right quick, man. Shot right quick, man. Having your own personal bitch is tricky because if this was reversed, she'd be expected to hold it down with the he'd be expected to hold it down with a smile. Yep. Yeah. For sure. For sure. It's fucked up, man. It's all good until it ain't. Oh, shit. But then, you know, hey, man, you got to be thankful, though, too. Like, when you see, you see, because a lot of times, man, it's really a good lesson because a lot of times you think your bitch is one way. You think your bitch is one way until adversity strikes, and then you find out your bitch is another way, and you like, oh my God, she really don't fuck with me like that. Damn. I gotta hit the eject button. bitch, I'm gonna let you go ahead and do you because you know I don't want to stop your progression. Hit the like button for this guy. Rejoice when that shows when the Most High. Yeah. Praises to the Most High. I like that. I'm gonna use that acronym. Another reader, listener, email. Yeah, I wouldn't hesitate to make a move, man. I let a bitch know, like, look, I know this. I would say all real shit to a bitch. I'll be like, you know what? I notice a fluctuation in the respect, which means more to me than anything. You know, your love is cool, but when I see the loss of respect, that's devastating to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I feel like the confidence. I feel like you's a bitch that don't have confidence in me, and I feel like I got to get out the way in order to progress. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get out the way, and I'm gonna fuck with a bitch that's be happy fucking with me in my present state. You feel me? And I'm gonna give you room. Maybe one of your homegirls could hook you up with, you know, some of her man's good friends that's getting money, so y'all can all be popping. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button for this guy. All right. Another reader, listener, email. You want to be ready. Jesus Christ. You want to be ready. All right. A nigga from Houston, Texas writes to BossMack. He say, BossMack. This is kind of long, bear with me. I'm a 28-year-old nigga out here getting to the chili as an engineer. Right now, I have 2 bitches on the team, and it's tricky. I'm trying to decide which bitch I'ma roll with. My so-called main bitch is a 22-year-old snow bitch that works at a Starbucks down the street from my job, and she's also a student at the University of Houston. Now to keep it tall, I'm a FBA nigga, and this is a bad bitch, snow bitch, from a family with chili. I have known this bitch for a year. She has been on the team officially for 3 weeks. Her name is Elise. My number 2 bitch is Elise's friend, Sarah. She is 22 and she also attends the University of Houston. How I met Elise, my main bitch. Every time I came to Starbucks, she was cool with me. We ended up hanging out a few times. On the second time we hung out, a bitch told me she was getting out of a relationship and she wasn't attracted to any men right now. So I was like, cool. I never did anything thirsty. I never pressed her to hang out after that. But a bitch would call me and ask me to hang out with her. Damn near once a week. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy the bitch's energy. We did all types of shit, going to art galleries, going to eat, movies, just little shit. Time passed like that for almost a year. And for the record, I had a few bitches on the team that I hung out with, but nothing was locked in. Now, about 2 months ago, I met Sarah, Elise's friend, but I didn't know it at the time. I met her one day at this spot called the Breakfast Club, a spot with popping chicken and waffles out here. She complimented my Air Maxes, and that initiated a conversation, and we exchanged phone numbers. She texted me later that day. I ended up hanging out with her that night, and I ended up cracking the first night. I spent the night with her and got up before the sun came up, and I was out. It was interesting. Sarah looked better than Elise, but I liked Elise more, and Elise had me in the friend zone, or so I thought. The situation with Sarah happened about 4 months ago, and I didn't speak to her again until like about 3 weeks ago. Elise had put together a gambling party, like a gambling party, multiple card games and food. I pulled up and I saw Elise talking to Sarah. And when Sarah seen me, she was stunned. Elise introduced us and told Sarah, "This is my friend I have been telling you about." I told Elise I know her. Then Elise looked shocked. Then Sarah told her, "Yeah. Remember I told you about that one night stand I had a few months ago with this guy?" Elise was stunned. She told me that me and Sarah need to talk, fix a plate or something, go get in a card game or something. Elise and Sarah went into a bedroom. I went and fixed a plate, ate, then I sat in on a hand of beer whisk. I stepped out in the backyard to smoke a blunt. Sarah found me and asked could we go back to her crib. I was like, fuck it. I went with Sarah back to her apartment and cracked again. The next day, Elise was blowing me up, asking if we could do lunch the next day. I was with it. Then the next day, after lunch, when I was dropping her off at the crib, Elise broke down crying and told me she loved me and asked could we possibly be together. I was like, wow, I thought you had me in the friend zone. And then she told me she thought I had her in the friend zone. So now she's my bitch. And also Sarah is still my bitch. What are your thoughts on this, BossMack? That's a long, drawn-out saga. But it goes to show you. You can get out the friend zone when you have badder bitches. You know what I'm saying? You show a badder bitch, you can get out the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? Now, since I started up with Sarah first, you know what I'm saying? I think I would have to keep that going, you know. And then I would let Elise know, hey man, I started up with Sarah. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I gotta see how we vibing. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't know how we vibing. Me and Sarah be vibing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. If I could just cut it off like that, you know what I'm saying? You know. But yeah, um, that is all that is always the way out of the friend zone is when you have a battered bitch, you know, on the team and the bitch that put you in the friend zone sees that. That's how you get out. They are both snow. What's the question? Which one to pick? Which one to pick? Which one to pick? Well, what a fucking turn of events we have there. Hey man, this underscores what I'm saying about competition. You know what I'm saying? Once Elise seen that Sarah was fucking with old boy, she outright asked for a spot on the team. She was inspired to ask for a spot on the team. See, great things can happen. They know each other though. Hey, but still, like, you want me to cut a bitch off? Can I just do that? I don't even know if it's gonna work with you yet. We gotta do like a trial run period. We gotta do a trial run period. Cause I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know. What if it don't work? What if it don't work? What if we start fucking around and then I realize it's some weird shit with you? You know what I'm saying? That I wasn't aware of because we wasn't fucking. Now, once you start fucking it, it's a whole nother dimension. You know what I'm saying? I might, I don't know if it, and you want me to just cut a bitch off, and we got chemistry. We know the chemistry. The chemistry was working. It was one night stand, and then we linked up again, and it was good chemistry. Then you popped out and said you want a spot. Let's trial run it. Let's trial run it. I'm 36 behind, tied up with work. They won't stay. They won't stay friends unless they both cool with it. Friendship might be over though. It could end the friendship. You know how dick ends friendships, right? You know that, right, Simone? Come on, man, Simone. Shout out Cleveland. Who is that? Mr. Fair Choice. The Breakfast Club is fire. Gerald Jackson, I appreciate that $20. Yeah, 100. What time? How long I been on here? Jesus Christ. Trapping. OBS is trapping. What the fuck? All right, y'all. Listen, man. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Interesting. All right, y'all. I guess that's about it for today. Keep both until one doesn't want to be there no more. Yeah, man, I can't just fire a bitch like, you know what I'm saying, and we don't know if we got chemistry yet. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out. Shout out to the chat. Hit the like button. Share this with a friend. Tell somebody, you know, if they need some game. I'm in search of happy bitches. You know, God bless y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for fucking with me once again, man. I appreciate y'all for fucking with me, man. I know you could be somewhere else, man. You know, I appreciate you. All right.